Arne Slot left us laughing after engaging in unexpected Liverpool debate. Ian Doyle attended Arne Slot's Liverpool press conference, where he shared a light-hearted anecdote about his team's tactics and his father's perspective on the Reds' style of play. It wasn't the type of discussion Arne Slot expected to have after securing a spot in the Champions League knockout stages with a game to spare. But following Liverpool's comfortable victory over Lille on Tuesday, which led to odd claims that they are a boring team to watch, the Premier League leaders found themselves addressing similar criticisms at home. Concern, it seems, stems from the patience required when trying to break down well-organized opponents, a challenge the Reds have encountered frequently this season. It can be difficult for fans, and my father is a fan too, Slot explained. When I call him after a game, he says, it wasn't as exciting as other Liverpool games, especially after watching the Lille match. This comment drew laughter from the media gathered at the AXA training center on Friday morning. Liverpool can likely expect more of the same on Saturday afternoon when Ipswich Town, coming off a 6-0 defeat to Manchester City, visit Anfield. Slot added, "As a manager, I was pleased with our performance against Lille. They were well organized, and I remember one moment when Curtis Jones tried a risky pass from the halfway line and we lost possession, allowing them to counterattack. That's the risk you take when facing a low-block team." Slot continued, "Forest is probably the best team in the league when it comes to punishing risky passes, what I like to call stupid balls, which is ball, which my father would probably enjoy seeing us play more. But that's the risk. Either you take chances and concede more goals, or you maintain control and don't create as much. If we go 1-0 down, like we've seen against Forest, it becomes an even bigger problem, especially against a low block. It's a balancing act. And I understand it's tough for fans who come to the stadium hoping to see us win and score lots of goals in an exciting match. But you need two teams for that, and as we improve, teams are less likely to come to Anfield and say, let's press them all over the pitch." Slot's first competitive game as Liverpool manager was a 2-0 victory at Ipswich in August, setting the tone for both teams' seasons. The Reds are now 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League, with a game in hand, while Ipswich sit in the relegation zone. Slot, however, believes there is little resemblance between those early days and where the team is now. "At that point, I only had 13 or 14 players to work with for about a week and a half," he said. "It's often said how difficult it is to come in mid-season with a new team and a packed schedule. To be honest, it felt similar for me because we only had 12, 13, or 14 players in the first week before the season started, and from there we just played games. It's natural that we've improved since then, but especially our second-half performance against Ipswich felt similar to how we're playing now. Since then, however, the deal has stalled, and Moyes has shifted his focus to other targets, particularly Sporting CP's Marcus Edwards, having already made contact to discuss potential terms for the English winger. In a recent interview with Give Me Sport, transfer expert Fabrizio Romano hinted that a move for Nuama could still be on the cards for Everton this month, as the club's interest in the Lion star remains strong. Romano stated, "Everton will definitely be active in the market. I expect them to make 1 or 2 signings soon, and Nuama is still a player they're keen on. They wanted him in the summer, but it wasn't possible then." What Nuama could bring to Everton. The former FC Nordsjælland player has been praised for his dribbling skills and versatility in attack. However, the Ghanaian will likely need to improve his end product if he is to succeed at the top level. He has yet to register a goal or assist in 13 League One appearances for Lyon this season. Nuama undoubtedly has potential, having been described as a genius following impressive performances for Ghana's U23 team. But if Lyon insists on a $25 million fee, it might be better for Everton to explore other options. Leeds United interested in 6 Pianosum's machine impressed Liverpool scouts. Leeds United returned to the top of the championship after a 2-0 win over Norwich City on Wednesday, with Manor Solomon and Dan James both scoring and assisting in the victory. Attention now turns to a crucial upcoming match against promotion rivals Burnley. Leeds, who are unbeaten in their last 11 games, have yet to make any signings in the January transfer window, but manager Daniel Farke has stressed that they're monitoring the market, though not in panic mode. Leeds have been linked with players like Aston Villa's Emiliano Buendia and Swiss striker Willem Goebels, but they may also be looking to strengthen at the back, especially with Pascal Struijk sidelined with a hamstring injury. Leeds I 6 spelmals Noord-Zeeland star. According to Sky Sports reporter Philip Hintze, Leeds are interested in signing Daniel Svensson, the 22-year-old left-back from Noord-Zeeland. RB Leipzig is also reportedly keen on the Sweden international, who is valued at up to $7 million, $6 million. Svensson is on RB Leipzig's radar, Hintze said. He's a 22-year-old left-back, 1.3 meters tall, and also plays central midfield. Leeds are interested and talks have been held, although it's not hot yet. The realistic price is around $6-7 million. Svensson has impressed with over 150 appearances for Noord-Zeeland, including 19 this season, and has attracted interest from top Premier League clubs like Arsenal, Manchester City, and Liverpool. His former teammate Jeppe Tverskov called him a machine, praising his physicality and stamina. He has a strong body and can run a lot, often covering 13 kilometers in a match, Tverskov said. With Junior Firpo's contract expiring in the summer and no signs of an extension, Svensson could potentially be a replacement for the Spaniard at Elland Road. Sheffield Wednesday eyes 6K per week star, amid playoff push. Sheffield Wednesday's recent 2-2 draw with Bristol City has left them with just one win in their last 5 championship matches, as they remain 4 points off the playoff spots. Despite inconsistencies, the Owls are aiming to strengthen in the ongoing transfer window to bolster their chances of a top 6 finish. Sheffield Wednesday's bid for Shea Charles. Journalist Alan Nixon reports that Sheffield Wednesday could be set to secure an extension for Shea Charles, whose loan from Southampton has ended after being recalled. The Owls are reportedly negotiating to keep the Northern Irish midfielder at Hillsborough for the remainder of the season. The 19-year-old, who earns £6,000 per week, is also being pursued by fierce rivals Sheffield United, adding further intrigue to the situation. What Charles brings to Sheffield Wednesday. If Charles stays, his continued presence would significantly boost Sheffield Wednesday's chances of making the playoffs. He has already formed a strong midfield partnership with Barry Bannon and would avoid the usual adjustment period that comes with new signings. His performances this season have earned him praise for his work rate and composure on the ball, and his grit in the middle has been key to the Owls' success. Charles scored his first professional goal this season and has been a key player in winning duels and providing defensive stability. His presence has given Bannon more freedom to contribute offensively, and the combination has been effective, with Bannon already surpassing his goal contributions from last season. With Charles labeled as fantastic by Pep Guardiola and tipped for a Premier League future, securing him for the rest of the season would be a major coup for Sheffield Wednesday. Arne Slot discusses Konate's knee issue ahead of his team's